Welcome to the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. We discuss 6 questions in less than 9 minutes because leaders know how to be concise. Let's jump right into it. First question, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
So my name is James. I am a copywriting marketing consultant. I work with various online brands and traditional brick and mortar businesses to switch some of their operations online that may have been offline or to expand their current presence online.
Fantastic. Second question, what's the best thing about working with a team?
I would say delegation of duty, but it's really the collective group striving towards a goal that allows people to motivate each other and feed off each other's energy. I think that's the most important thing, the camaraderie.
Love it. Thank you. Third question, I hear from other leaders of teams that it can be a challenge to get team members engaged. Tell me your thoughts.
It depends how they look at leadership in general. It's not necessarily something where you're just directing people to do something. You have to really find what makes people, like, what gives them meaning, and then you have to operate from that point of origin. And if the people are doing something that they find fulfilling, you'll never have a problem motivating them to do those tasks.
Great insight. Love that. Thank you. Question number 4, what other piece of advice would you have for leaders of teams?
Try to find out what makes the people under you tick. Try to find out what really motivates them and what gets them going, and then try to, form an action plan based on what they want to improve on and how it fits into your vision.
That's great. Thank you. Question number 5, what other successful leaders of teams, such as yourself, would you like to recognize that have had a positive influence in your life?
Hmm. That's a tough one. I'd say Bill Belichick is very good at that. I've watched him coach over the years, and he really has his players understand their specific role better than anyone else. And when I think people understanding their roles is really what makes them strive to be the best, because it's a process that they can master, and every time they do it, they get better at it. So it's I guess, efficiency through iteration, put it that way. So I'd say Bill Belichick probably.
That's a great example, especially where we're not experiencing sports right now. So that's a great example. I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, final question. Tell us about your first job.
It was actually pretty straightforward. I worked at a drugstore, Rite Aid. I was just like a regular sales associate. I actually had that job for a few years. I started when I was a senior in high school, and I did all the way up until I think my second year of college. So about 3 years. And yeah, it was a decent learning experience. It's every one of these businesses it has to do with customer service. So you learn how to interact with customers, how to fulfill their needs, how to make sure that they're satisfied with what you're giving them, and really just learning how to deal with people. I think that's the most important thing in any business.
Could not agree more. People is where it's at. So that's fantastic. That is great. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate your sharing your experiences, and also appreciate you being on the podcast today. How can people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at James DeSantis4, or I'm also on Facebook, just James DeSantis, LinkedIn as well. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys. Love to have some feedback.
Great. Thank you so much. This is Sean Richards with the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. For more ideas, you can find us on LinkedIn by searching Blue Sky Business Consulting. Thanks so much for joining us today, and have a great day.